thick of the ply, thick of the ply, thick of the bag. Meet them a buying, at least in no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way and the way I've been made it.
I want to see how Philadelphia is.
I'm all in my bag. Why you holding around? Just a little melon. Now the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Phineas Lane asked for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like now. When she was on in case we was on roll like tires. What we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis really running the best. I'm moving through these hooves. I maneuver with the bag.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hang in there now.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Bobby Wagner not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. Bobby Wagner in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. But someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll get 3.
Play on right and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's Carson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Brought down by Nate Gehry.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
9 yards on the play and a 1st down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
I might get smoked, but
9 yards on the pickup there,
like I
and it
said,
keeps the
this is my
drive
first time
alive.
playing
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. This is Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big body.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Do a quick vid for you
Alongside
guys.
my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gauton hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They run it with Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Wilson now off the bootleg. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Other pick.
Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. On the move to his left. And some room to roam now. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Play action. Now Wentz. Out to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to... And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing is Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Wentz now on 1st down. Goes underneath for Sproles. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Now Wilson back into his end zone. For right side here, complete. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And this is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now it's Carson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to bury him for a loss of 11. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw is Wentz. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Wentz going to go on 4th down. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Elliott now to kick this one away. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost
I'm not on my computer, I'm on my PlayStation.
Down back shy of the 20.
Just so you know.
Now set to take over on offense. They have the ball here
for the
drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a handoff looking right.
It's
he'll lose
okay.
yardage on the play back at the
It's just like
37-yard
18,
line.
you know what I mean?
That's going to go as a loss
That's
of a
how
yard, and it'll be
Madden's
second down.
all the same.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Wilson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now here's Michael Dixon on, we think, to punt, though he's fake. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Wentz. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at about the 32. After the interception, here's Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson now. Going to throw again. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Seahawks on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Brandon Marshall, 37 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Out to kick is Janikowski. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
This took way longer than I expected.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. For a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jaron Reed with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. 6 yards on the pickup, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
We gon' pull up with them sticks and hop out with them choppers. Walking out the train and blue Balenciagas. I told her, oh, now I got blood on blue Balenciagas. Up that 40, let that pistol single melody. Fuck all of that talk, we ain't go to war. Brain marinating the soul. I got something that'll put you out to breathe. 7 points is 2, I bought by 62 degrees. With that K-pop, they be up by the spring. We got money, my dying day. You ain't my dad, that's simple as I'm a 10. Looking at the school and shot at my friend. Go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Clear reload the clip and they just do it again. Out when you come back.
Oh my God.
Congratulations, I just taught you how to stay in the bed. We gon' pull up with them sticks and hop out with them choppers. Walking out the train and blue Balenciagas. I told her, oh, now I got blood on blue Balenciaga. On that board and let that pistol single melody. Fuck all of that talk, we ain't go to war. Brain marinating the soul. I got something that'll put you out to breathe. 7 points is 2, I bought by 62 degrees. 2, 3, up the T, up the carbon 9. Fuck with me, get hurt. It ain't shit to put a pussy nigga.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Blue Balenciaga. Ryan W. Mountain.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He sets the fire deep. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it.
All right, guys, should he get 1 more touchdown?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, 38 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now Wilson on first down. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation.
Alright, he left, so... Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Be sure to do whatever you gotta do. Sub, whatever.